Hey guys, Mike Schiller here with Operation Military Family, and I'm sitting with Kurt Campbell, who's one of the owners of Campbell Auto Group. It's located at Edmonds and Everett. What I love about what's getting kicked off here in July and August is your campaign that is going to be supporting military and veteran families through Honor Flight and through Operation Military Family through one of our programs, Reboot. And Kurt, I think you and I have talked about this before, about how some people, they want to support, they want to do cool stuff, they just don't know how.
So serving our veterans is the campaign we're running right now in July and August. And it helps us and it helps veterans. And so it's a win-win situation. Every time someone buys a new or used vehicle at any three of our locations, we donate money to Reboot or to Honor Flight to help veterans that have experienced combat.
Yeah, see, I think that's what I love, and I want to dig into why this is a passion piece for you, but I do want to feature or kind of showcase what Honor Flight does, which I think is so cool. Honor Flight, you know, people that have served, starting with their Vietnam, or Korean War, that used to be World War II, not so many of those left anymore, but, you know, covering all the expenses to put them on a plane and give them an experience to go back and see the monuments back in DC, I think is so cool. And then Reboot and some of the other programs we do at OMF, where it's all about making sure that these guys get back on a pathway to success, that they deal with any moral injury, and you're so passionate about that. Tell me why. Why is this a passion for you?
Well, I mean, these people, men and women that have experienced combat, they've seen things that I don't think are natural. I don't think I've been blessed. I haven't had to witness that. Yeah. And I think comes a lot of trauma, a lot of angst, a lot of things that I don't even know quite how to describe. And I'm so thankful that there's caring organizations out there that are honoring these people as well as trying to help them heal. Yeah. And so with Honor Flight, I mean, they take local war veterans, and like you said, World War II is now, most of those veterans have already had this opportunity, so now we're starting to get into Korean and Vietnam veterans. Yeah. Some veterans that did not get a welcome home when they were done.
Key point.
The country was definitely in flux. It was not a war that a lot of people supported, maybe rightfully so, but the fact is these young men and women were put in a real hard-pressed situation and then not showing a lot of love when they came back. Now, they get to go back to Washington, D.C., and they get to see what was erected in memory of their commitment and their fallen comrades. Yeah. And so it's just, I mean, it's heart-wrenching. Yeah. Good stuff, though. I mean, really excited for these programs. So, Mike, I'd like to ask you, you know, you run Operation Military Family, and this program, Reboot, which we're helping support. Yeah. Tell me why you're so passionate about it and what results you're seeing.
Yeah, so Reboot for us, it was something I actually had to be talked into because we've done apprenticeship programs, we've done a number of different programs, you know, overseeing a number of different nonprofits and, you know, getting people connected to resource. But it was my team that came to me and said, you know, Mike, there are men and women out there who have served in combat that are still trying to unpack these hidden wounds, that they're afraid that if they share them, if they expose themselves, that they won't be loved, or they'll be ostracized, or they won't have friends anymore. And we need to create a safe place for people to do that. And how do we do that? And that's what Reboot is. Reboot is a journey. It's a 12-week journey where we pull this cohort together and we unpack some of those moral injuries. And we do it on a spiritual basis. It is something that will help you heal, and you'll have that support network that you want. And I will tell you that the results we've seen from Reboot are astounding. On a national basis, over 3,900 people have gone through the program. Wow. The satisfaction rate is over 90%. I mean, it's just exceptional. And people are getting back on a pathway to success. And that's what I love about it. They deal with the hurt, they deal with the moral injury, and then they go, okay, now I can face it, now I can deal with it, and now I can go on to be part of America's greatest asset and add value.
Now, how do loved ones, do they intersect in this program?
They do. It's open to the loved ones. And you know what? We cover everything for them. We cover the training materials. We cover childcare. We cover the food. It's all expense paid for them to be a part of it. And if somebody wants to come in with their loved one, because oftentimes we don't want to face it, right? It's usually the loved one says you need to show up.
Gotcha.
Right? And so for them to be a part of it together is healing, because I truly believe that when the family is strong, this country is stronger. And when couples get together and deal with these issues together, that relationship's even stronger. Yeah.
I love the fact that we're taking young men and women and giving them an opportunity to kind of a little bit of a reset.
Yeah.
Getting some counseling,
Yeah.
getting some help, getting some tools and equipment so that they can kind of re-enter society.
Yeah.
And just have their best foot forward.
Yeah, I love that, and I think that's my encouragement is people that are looking, whether it's to buy a vehicle for a loved one, buy a vehicle for somebody that's graduating, buy a vehicle for themselves for that matter, is if they've ever wanted to be part of something bigger than just a purchase, you're providing that opportunity for them, that they can not only get what it is they want, but they can also be involved in something so much bigger. And Kurt, I just want to say thank you to you and your family for doing that. I think it's exceptional. And I just want to say thank you for doing that.
Well, thanks, Mike, and thank you obviously at OMF and for all the things you're doing to help our veterans and taking care of them, because that means a lot to us.
Absolutely.